Project Baltimore is brought to you by the Snyder Law Group. Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 Morning News.
Look at that. Well, take a look at the screen. I don't know what to tell you that is. It's Towson.
How many people started squinting when they saw that pop up on their screen this morning? Start kind of just squinting a little bit, trying to make out whatever it is. Yeah.
That's
Circle.
That's what it looks like as soon as you step outside your door, and it's been that way since we, came in at about 2-something this morning. It was really, really difficult to see on that drive-in. So it hasn't changed in some areas.
Right. It's clear when you get, look at that. See that? It's a lot clearer when you go down to the Inner Harbor there. Not a bad shot at all. In fact, it looks like one of those filters that you used to be able to put on back before when filters were kind of cheesy, when you just put the fuzz filter on.
Oh, filters are everything now.
Yeah.
All right. We've got to get over to traffic and weather now. We do it every 10 minutes.
That's right. We have Candace Dole looking at that morning commute. Somebody that always loves using filters. Jonathan Myers, just not one vocally.
Coffee filters, maybe.
Coffee filters.
That's about it. So let's go right into the forecast. I haven't even figured out the filters on my phone yet at this point. When it goes to that, I just go back off of it because I'm like, there's too many here. Yeah, hashtag no filter. Dense fog advisory, and there is no filter on this. It is just bad visibility this morning. Dense fog advisory everywhere except the lower eastern shore. Look at this, 0 to 1 mile visibility everywhere except the lower eastern shore. So that's what you're contending with this morning. Bad visibility, and then look, warmth, and then followed by rain and thunderstorms out to the west. So that's what our forecast looks like. Highs in the low to mid 80s this afternoon. At the bus stop, you're going to need the shorts and maybe pack along an umbrella for the kids. I'll let you know when the rain moves in and severe weather in 10 minutes.
The problem is we've all recently realized that we don't know how to use those Snapchat filters.
Like, they
try to teach us. Oh, yeah, me either, but I don't know how to do that. All right, out on the roadways. I wish I could put a filter on what's happening out on the Beltway, but unfortunately, you need to see the deal. So there is a crash that shuts down the inner loops out of the Beltway. It's right near the Key Bridge. We are talking about thick fog there as well. You need to avoid 695, use 95 instead. Back over to you.
Thank you, Candace. Today, we're expecting a major announcement in the wake of Baltimore Mayor Catherine Pugh's book scandal. That announcement expected to be coming from right outside of her lawyer's office. And the announcement expected sometime this afternoon in downtown Baltimore.
Elijah Westbrook is live outside of the mayor's home now with what we are expecting in the coming hours. Elijah.
Yeah, good morning, Tom and Patrice. Well, as the sun is starting to rise at this hour, we are now getting closer and closer to finding out the possible decision that Mayor Catherine Pugh has made in regards to her term in office. Just yesterday, we actually spoke with her attorney, Steve Silverman, right outside her house here about an announcement that will be made right in front of his law offices in downtown Baltimore this afternoon. Now, we did get a chance to get some insight from the Baltimore Sun about a draft resignation letter that was delivered to her attorney. We're told it was written and handed to him by Baltimore City Solicitor Andre Davis. The delivery was reportedly witnessed by a Baltimore Sun reporter. All of this coming after several investigations into the mayor's Healthy Holly book deals with the University of Maryland's medical system. This is what her lawyer is now saying about what's to come next.
I just met with the mayor. I intend to schedule a press conference tomorrow afternoon, and at that time, I will be in a position to tell you what her intentions. I will be in a position to tell you what her intentions are moving forward. Thank you.
And of course, that was her lawyer, Steve Silverman, telling us about that press conference later today. Now, the investigations leading up to this point into the Healthy Holly book deals are wide-ranging. Last week, we learned the FBI and the IRS are now involved, but those are just two agencies investigating Baltimore's mayor and excluding the fact that several leaders are strongly advising the mayor to resign. Of course, we'll be following this story very, very closely in the coming hours leading up to that big announcement. We are live here in Northwest Baltimore in front of the mayor's home. I'm Elijah Westbrook, Fox 45 Morning News.
It's now been more than 8 weeks since a judge ordered Baltimore City Schools to hand over public documents that you have a right to see.
And as Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, the people who made the decision not to release those records from the beginning are not talking.
These documents are related to grade-changing investigations at city schools. You can see they are heavily redacted. Entire pages are blacked out. According to a Baltimore City judge, North Avenue has to let you see what is in these reports, but they're in no hurry to do so. Project Baltimore took this case to court on behalf of parents and taxpayers, and most importantly, students who say they're being pushed through a failing school system. The trial was held in February.
Serious allegations of grade changing.
A Project Baltimore investigation has uncovered allegations.
But this goes back much further to the summer of 2017, when Fox 45 reported allegations of grade changing at a Baltimore City school. When the school system investigated, they found the allegations unsubstantiated, but wouldn't give us the report or tell us why. So we sued and won. Judge Jeannie Hong wrote in her opinion, the defendant failed to turn over or submit documents it knew to be responsive to the NPIA request, and that decision may have been to hide possible wrongdoings. So why did the school system choose to withhold these documents? Why didn't they release them from the beginning? What is it they don't want you to know?
The staff also wants to bring them.
When the trial ended, we asked to sit down with the city schools administration to get answers. They declined and released only a statement saying they believe the ruling will have a chilling effect on investigations. Fox 45 did catch up with school board chair Cheryl Casciani at a school board meeting shortly after the ruling came down.
I mean, I knew it was underway and I knew it's been set up, but I don't have any comment.
They were ordered to pay $122,000.
I'll have to take a look at it. Yeah.
Do you still believe in transparency? There's a lot of issues involving transparency that are raised in this decision.
Yeah, I do believe in transparency, so I need to take a closer look at the findings and what we'll do from here. No, I understand that.
At the time, Casciani hadn't reviewed the court ruling, so we gave her time, nearly 2 months to review it. We asked again last week if she or the city school CEO, Sonia Santelises, would like to sit down and offer an explanation to the public. We received this statement. As we have indicated to Sinclair Broadcast Group's attorneys, we are complying with the judge's ruling and are currently gathering the required documents to provide to you. As such, we're declining the interview request. Judge Hong did not issue a deadline for the documents to be released, but it's 2 months later, and the public has yet to see a single page. So our attorneys were told the documents would be released on a rolling basis over the next few months. There are more than 10,000 pages we expect to receive, and we'll be showing you what we get as we get them. Now, also, city schools just had to write another check for more than $52,000 of additional legal fee reimbursement to our attorneys that was ordered by the judge. We believe the school board chair, Cheryl Casciani, and school CEO, Dr. Sonia Santelises, should explain why they have now spent nearly $175,000 to fight us in court over these records. What do you think about this? We want to hear from you. Do you have an issue getting information from your school? Call our hotline, send me an email, go to foxbaltimore.com to follow our progress. I'm Chris Pabst, and this is Project Baltimore.